Yo, what's going on, everyone? Little journal today, trade recap. Damn, these videos really get 0 views, but I mean, it's really not about that. But I really did think if any video was to get clicks, it would be the one of the payout, but apparently not. Apparently not. Anyway, trade recap coming into the day. Made like $2,000 today. So I am copy trading accounts now. My 2 XFAs, boom, boom. Only 2 accounts right now. I'm going to try and get a payout on both of these and then possibly start scaling. But right now, 2 accounts is like, because I only have 1 payout. So like, I'm not going to try and go for a max out just yet. So yeah, coming into the day, super heavy bearish bias. I mean, pretty obviously bearish bias. We had these 2 lows. We came onto the market, I came onto the market around here. And we had these 2 kind of obvious draws, just these like swing lows. I guess you could, yeah, 4-hour intermediate lows. So intermediate low is a low resting inside of fair value gap. I guess not 4-hour, like 1-hour intermediate lows. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, we had these 2 obvious lows here, and obviously just oh my god, I can't talk. Just like selling off the past week. Just straight dumping, so much bearish momentum. Yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes on Friday you get, if you've been dumping all week or you've been buying up all week, you get like a little bit of a sell-off or a buyback on Friday. But with all this bearish momentum, just super heavy, obvious bearish bias coming in the day. So first off there. So that's kind of how I get my bias. Just go top down, keep it super obvious, keep it super simple. Don't overcomplicate it, you know. On the 4-hour and on the daily, we are clearly bearish, forming higher lows and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. Thank you. Just obviously bearish on the higher time frames, so we have a bearish bias and we have draws to the downside. So coming into the day, this was going to be my main draw. This is what I targeted as full TP for the trade I took. I could have targeted this. I'm gonna stop taking partials. I think it's kind of greedy. Like, at some point, I do like, it's not a bad thing, especially if you're in the trade. But I'm gonna try and just start risking heavier, targeting less, just getting in and out of the trade, just getting, you know, my piece of the pie. I'm not trying to get greedy like that. I just want, you know, the piece of the pie. Okay, so coming into the day, I didn't take like my normal model, kind of. Took more of a continuation because, again, similar with yesterday, this is pretty one-way price. You know what I'm saying? It's not a ton of opportunity for a normal like IFVG trade, especially because we just go in one direction since market opens. So I had to adapt a little bit today, and I think that's another big part of trading. You have to be able to react off what the market is giving you. You're not gonna get your setup every day. You just won't. You know, 5 days a week, you're not getting an A+ setup, and everyone knows that. But so yeah, this is my main draw. Obviously, heavily bearish. We have been accumulating since I got on. I got on at around 9 Eastern. So we've just been accumulating on the 5-minute. And it would have been nice to see a sweep of these highs to head lower, but we don't end up getting that. We end up getting some down close candles, and I actually entered on the 1-minute. And you might be thinking this is like kind of stupid because this could be a manipulation leg to head higher, right? Because if we're accumulating AMD accumulation. This could be a manipulation leg to head higher. So this could be a fake out. The reason I didn't think it was mainly was just because of the bearish, how bearish we were. And we had this draw not far away. So I thought that if we were going to have some sort of manipulation leg, sweeping this just like literally low time frame, just generated liquidity. It's not even really accumulating on anything higher than the 5-minute, like even the 15 minutes, really just like a little retracement, right? So I didn't think this sweeping that this accumulation was gonna send us higher. Okay, if anything, I thought to send us higher, we would have to first sweep my draw of liquidity this low. So that was kind of my thinking coming into this. I didn't enter off an IFVG, which is like kind of not normal, because I literally usually do the past couple months of trading, I've only entered off IFVGs. What I did here was we put in this 1 minute bearish gap. And another thing for confluence as well, if we were to sweep this low and we inverse this to upside, I obviously wouldn't have taken this trade. Maybe even look for longs. You know, if we swept this low and then inverse this 1 minute gap, maybe would have taken longs, but I obviously wouldn't have gone shorts. So what we did was we respected this gap, and then I scaled down to the 30-second, and I just waited. After we respected this gap, I wanted to make sure we didn't inverse this first. After we respected this gap, I wanted to make sure that we closed below this low, and then as soon as we closed below this low on the 30-second, I entered. So confirmation in its own of us heading lower is us respecting this 1 minute gap, and obviously not inversing it. If we were to inverse it, then we wouldn't necessarily want to be going down right away. So yeah, respected this gap and then waited for a 30-second closure below this low to confirm that we are heading lower. And then target this low. ES ended up taking the low right here, so then I just closed my position. You know, just in case some S&P, I could have held it, but what is that? It was like barely 10 points. I don't want to risk that. ES took the low, so I just closed my position there. Finally, nothing pre-market. I was patient for my setup. I was pretty confident in this play. Like I said, it's not my normal model, but yeah, I just kind of had to give or take what the market gave me. I do think this was a good trade, you know. I think it was, I waited for confirmation. I think I had good judgment and a good draw and a good bias. It was really what made the trade here. It's not really the entry. So yeah, that's kind of the trade I took today. I ended up making $900 or about $980, I think, across 2 accounts. Yeah. Finally, none of this nonsense with these FOMOing in before the market. Just took one trade today, hit TP and got off. That's how it should be. That's how it's gonna be from now on. Like, no excuses. And yeah, we've just been so bearish lately. It's been honestly weird. We're just seeing a huge sell-off with like crypto as well, and like it's been weird, to be honest. I don't know what's going on, dude. That guy who put in $1 billion to short Nvidia, the literal biggest, it was like the highest market cap, or it is the highest market cap stock like right now, and I think it's Nvidia's down like 8% right now. I don't know what that guy knows, but that guy knows something we don't. Yeah, I think Nvidia is down like 8% or something. Yeah, 10% this week. Jesus, crazy. But yeah, we just kind of been crashing. It is like, actually, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, so pretty decent day. Like I said, not my normal model, but just kind of had to react to what the market gave me, and yeah, we ended up catching a win. So that's pretty much all I got right now. It's kind of crazy that I took a payout yesterday, and technically across 2 accounts I've already made it back. Like, technically, this account is actually only 2 winning days away from a payout as well, which would be super nice. And the balance is looking nice. So if I can get this to 4,000, and I'll just take the payout before the other account. Obviously, I'm just taking payouts when I can get them, to be quite honest. Just help build that up. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Pretty good week. I mean, I had some bad habits these days, but overall, we ended up, we literally caught the main, I think I said this, we caught like the main New York AM move all these days, so pretty sweet, and ended up getting a payout from it, so that's pretty sick. But yeah, that is pretty much all I got. And yeah, I'm gonna head out, and I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a great weekend.